Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10. Fields. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. Fields got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line.
Bang, bang, bang. Based on travel. Hey, Zoo. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 49. Hey, Sam off. Check three. Kill. Yo, go. Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch a slant. Check 37. Man. Hey. Show it up.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. But it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Go. That's a what? You got tight. Take them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fields. He's going to float this one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We go! 30 base. I'm coming after you.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Yeah, that's what I do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Good trap. Check nickel.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Get up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Rock it.
Undercrush.
Leo.
Back.
Look at me. Zipper.
2nd and 4. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
Now a give right side. Armstrong. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
46 to Mike. Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24.
Check. Go on. Shoot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Jim. Watch twist.
Bravo. Hey!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw on third down. Fields. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
All day, every day, any day. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw again. Fields. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. Slam. Go team, spell. Let's go.
Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
36.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
Fair. Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, high 7.
March 49. March 49. Here we go.
Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive back. Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Three bud. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, lock it.
Check out route.
Rock it.
Rush in.
Now.
Check three. Switch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Let's go. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, Deion.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Ready?
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Sets up the screen to Gordon. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Come on, set. Touchdown. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
All day, baby, all day. So match number one.
I'm going to run you up.
From the gun, Fields dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Fields going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Slam.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
You. Where's the mic? Watch one. Hey, come on.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man, here's Foster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Bills first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
65.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Leo! Look at me! Go! Hit it!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here. Final minute. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Six guys. Check.
On first down. It's Armstrong. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. You're right. Shift.
X3, 218, just get it.
Now a give right side. Armstrong. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.